তার বলে কিন্তু পেস রয়েছে, সুইং রয়েছে, এবার বলতে না বলতে এবারে কিন্তু আউটসাইড অফ স্টাম্প, বলটা কিন্তু গুগলি দিয়েছিলেন।
desperate for any sort of wicket or breakthrough. There's a good sound, but clearly off the leg. I just think Kartik Tyagi is the most threatening of the Indian fast bowlers, and if he can bowl 2 or 3 overs here and pick up another wicket in combination with Bishnoi,
all right, from that point of view, I agree with you, and I've got 1 or 2 points to make on Tyagi a little bit later. I just want to play devil's advocate and ask you about the left-arm spinner, Ankolika, with right-handers at the crease. When and what role will he have?
Again, a good option, but I think from a captaincy's point of view, you've got to look at who's the one that's most likely to take a wicket for me. The next 30 balls that the team bowl, who are the 2 bowlers are most likely to take a wicket for me? Because the game is in the balance here. It was in total control from Bangladesh, but 2 quick wickets and the retired hurt. It's suddenly shifted. The momentum has shifted. So I think you need to look very much at the here and now. And let me throw the question back at you. If you're captain, who are you bowling? Who are the 2 guys that you feel are the ones that are most likely to take a wicket?
That is beautiful. How did that miss? A little bit of in-swing. I like the look of this Akash. I love his run-up and the fluency of action.
Yeah, there's a lot to like about it. Very smooth, upright action, good arms through the crease. Everything's in a very straight line. Great seam position. That is a peach of delivery.
That is what I want to come to about Tyagi. I like Tyagi, and I'll answer your question next over. The one thing about Tyagi, I know you like him a lot. Where I think Tyagi can get even better is to mirror this runner. He's accelerating there, and then he maintains that acceleration through to delivery. I just feel sometimes with Tyagi that he decelerates over his last 2.5, 3 strides before delivery, and doesn't necessarily carry that momentum and impetus into delivery stride and through delivery. It's not a big thing, but I believe that he's still missing out on half a yard, because at times he decelerates just before he gets into his bound. Under the helmet, leg side. Stifled appeal, bat involved, 62 for 2.
Seam position again, a little inside edge, but right on target. Perfect length.
At a similar stage, India were 38 for 1. They started very slowly today because of excellent bowling from Bangladesh. Finger raises slowly. Bishnoi is having a wonderful spell. He's bringing India right back into this contest.
Beautifully bowled, just so quick through the air, the drift into the right-hander. It's the wrong one that's not picked. Why are you playing back? Why? It's a full-length delivery. I think he knows where the dressing room is. Ridoy goes without scoring. It's 62 for 3.
Just felt there would be some interest in this contest if India bowl anything like Modi. He set a couple of wickets to the score. The Iman going off with cramp has opened it up.
Well, the umpires are getting involved here and speaking to the players. Some emotions that are just bubbling over. I think it's important that the players keep it in check. Yes, they're playing for the World Cup and it's important, but there's also the respect that we need to take into account. Akbar Ali, what a job he's got on his hands here. His side desperately need him just to navigate the next 10 overs, just take the heat out of this contest. Bishnoi on the prowl, he's got men all round the bat. Just stuck on the crease, nowhere, not reading the wrong one. If you're not reading it, just get a long stride forward, at least try to get yourself outside the line.
No. Umpire's very firm. He's saying, okay, I've got it under control. He's saying to the silly point fielder, I've got this to Saxena. All right? No matter how vociferous you appeal or run at me, I've got this.
Beautifully bowled again. It's that wrong one that drifts in and sharply turns off the surface.
Should he not be expecting it? There have been so many of them.
Pressure, Bish. It's pressure. It can cloud your thinking.
When does the leg break come then? When does the leg break come? Close. Every ball is an event here.
You asked when's the leg break coming. I think if you look at all the bowling of Bishnoi over this World Cup, I reckon 80% of his deliveries have been wrong, and so you're nearly better off not playing for the leg break. Just play for the ball that's turning in and get yourself into a good position to play that if you're not picking it.
Two runs, and if you get beaten by the leg break, so be it. 64 for 3.
First run since 15 deliveries, just behind point, just over pitched.
and side with you and Tiagi just to answer your question 2 hours after it was asked. I'm tempted though with the left arm spinner and Kolekabi. With the ball going away from 2 right-handers, the pitch starting to grip, and he has a 5-wicket haul against Bangladesh in the Asia Cup final last year. But I fully understand why you want to go with Tiagi, but I'm itching for the left arm spin.
But who's the one that's more likely to take a wicket for you? Bishnoi both ends.
You can't go wrong with a Bish from either end. Greatness personified. I'm only joking. Please forgive me. I can't. I know Tiagi's a good bowler, but if Van Kolika has that record as well.
So I put it. Let me put it this way: who would the batsman most prefer to face at this stage of the innings?
Fear. I'll give you a win.
And sometimes a captain needs to be thinking like that. He needs to put himself in the position of the batsman and just try to picture what is it they most least like at this point. With the pressure mounting, so you consider your field placements with regards to that. What are the batsmen thinking? And you also consider your bowling changes, thinking which player and which are your best matchups right here and now.
Just one slip, solitary slip. Good single. Excellent calling.
Yeah, Shahadat called that very, very early, and it's a great way to try to take the pressure away. Situation is just by picking up those singles, just slowly picking it away at that total. It's not a demanding run rate required. You just want to keep that in check. You don't want that to sort of grow out of control.
It is a 50-over contest.
Modest tournament so far for the Bangladesh captain. It's only out once against Pakistan. It just shows that he hasn't spent a lot of time in the middle. Well, he's got his chance now. "16 gone, it's 65 for 3.
Question asked, question asked. Keeper feels that he has his man. Jurel, is he right? He's put his finger up.
Batsman's so much occupied on what's happening in front of him, he forgets what's happening behind. Gone. Jurel, brilliant. Awareness behind the stumps. Has snuck another one.
65 for 4.
How good has the spell been from Ravi Bishnoi? 4 for 11 and 4.1.
Shamim Hossain, who bowls the off-spin, he bats left-handed, and he comes in with Bangladesh in disarray. They've been bamboozled by Bishnoi. 4 for 11 in 4.1. And whenever he comes in, he just causes havoc. He's now the leading wicket taker. 17 wickets from Shafiqullah of Afghanistan. And 3 of those bowlers are leg spinners. And now India, they can turn the screw. They're putting on the pressure here. And this is a quite brilliant piece of stumping. That is out of the MS Dhoni book of awareness. One-handed. He didn't have time to get 2 hands to the ball. It was brilliant.
Quick thinking, quick reflexes. That's what you want from your keeper. Look at that. Ravi Bishnoi, brilliant. 2 slips, silly point.
Strikes me, Rowan, that Ravi Bishnoi bowls a high percentage of wrong-uns, the ball that'll leave the left-hander's bat, than he does orthodox leg spin.
Yeah. And as a batsman, you've got to be aware of that.
Somebody at silly point. Who is that at silly point? Is that Saxena, I think it is. You've got Jaswal at first slip, Tilak Verma at second, and silly point there. Could be a wide. No. It's got 17 wickets now, Ravi Bishnoi, which is the highest number of wickets for an Indian bowler in under-19 World Cup tournaments.
As a batsman, when you see this field set, you look at 2 slips, a silly point, and you've got me thinking, what is the bowler trying to do to get me out? What's going to be his stock delivery? And his stock delivery is going to be the googly, away from the batsman. Well, that's where you'll get first slip, second slip, and silly point in play.
Shamim, who comes from the Chandpur Upizala in Chattogram, very much the area that Tamim Iqbal hails from. He's going to get one here now. 17 overs gone, 66 for 4. first wicket went down at 50. 62 for 2, 62 for 3, 65 for 4. And it was Ravi Bishnoi who's caused all that turmoil in the Bangladesh reply. They were going along serenely. India could not find a way through, and the moment that Bishnoi came in, he just changed the whole complexion of this reply.
66 for 4, and just to let our viewers know that Parvez Imran, who's off the field because of a bout of cramp, will be back if required.
I would think he'd have to bat on one leg, Brian, if it's a World Cup final. You've got to get in there. Meanwhile, Karthik Tyagi to Shamim. No, it's missing. There's a lot of talk going on there, and you can probably pick up some of it on our stump microphones.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen this from both sides. We saw the Bangladeshi bowlers being very aggressive when they had ball in hand, with the ball and with the Indians doing the same.
It's a good shot for no run. But I think Tyagi's got to be smart here. He's got to think, I'm bowling to middle order batsmen here. I've ripped out during this tournament some senior top order Australian batsmen. If he's smart here and gets his mind right, don't get concerned with chirping and staring batsmen. Just do your job and take a couple of wickets. He can pick up 3 or 4 here, finish the job, because rest assured, Bishnoi has got 5 overs left. He'll do it himself, if that's the case. But if he lets things get to him, then he's not going to concentrate here. So he's coming around the wicket now to Shamim. It's a wide, and he's bowled a high number of wides in this tournament.
For Dhruv Jurel, he's been excellent. The first delivery of this innings was down the leg side. Dhruv Jurel diving full leg, stopped that from being 4 extra wides. Good start to the innings from Dhruv Jurel, and then again that stumping, magnificent.
Ravi Bishnoi, what a wonderful find he's been. He's picked up the wickets. This was Tamim, taken in the deep. Mohamed Joy dragging one on. The LBWs just kept coming, and then this brilliant stumping from Dhruv Jurel. 4 for 12 he has in 5 overs. No wonder he can smile. Nicely played. There is one man out there, and it'll be a couple of runs. Akash Singh is the man out there in the deep for India.
Well, this is shaping up to an absolute humdinger.
It is, Rohan, because the other thing as well is that Sushant Mishra is so off with his bowling. He's not bowled well today. So it's almost like India bowler short, because it's just not concentrated today. Bangladesh, they just got to calm down. They've got tons of overs here. 109 from 194 balls is what they require. Only problem is that Bishnoi has got 5 overs still to bowl.
Well, a lot of work for both sides yet to be done. driver's seat, but at the moment, very evenly poised. One partnership here from Bangladesh. If these two can add 50 runs, you'd think pressure back on the Indians.
It's just the one. 18 gone, it's 70 for 4. Tyagi 5 overs for 26. Sushant 3 overs, only 10 runs, but he was wayward. Ravi Bishnoi with 17 wickets in the tournament now, the leading wicket taker, 4 for 12. What would you do, Ryan? Would you bowl him out? Would you bowl him or give him another 2, keep a couple back? What would you do? Bangladesh 4 down.
Well, at the moment, definitely another 2 or 3. Because this is where you want to pick up wickets. You want Bangladesh to be 100 for 6, 100 for 7. There's no point getting him back on when they're 140 for 6 or 140 for 5. As a bowler, Alan, you're probably better to answer this. When you're bowling with good rhythm and in the midst of a good spell, especially as a spinner, would you want to be stopped?
Well, the short answer is no, and I think Ravi Bishnoi would be able to convey that to Prem Garg. Say, listen, skipper, I'm in a good trot here. I've got 4 wickets. I can give you 5 or 6, 7 maybe. So yes, but then Prem Garg has got to realise that Sushant is not at his best today by any stretch of the imagination.
Dab down to short curve man just a second. And this is where the Bangladeshi batsmen need to be clever. They've got to realise that Sushant's not at his best. We play Ravi Bishnoi out. There might be a possibility that India might have to turn to a non-regular bowler, Jaiswal.
Yes, Jaiswal does bowl leg spin. You've got Sidhesh Veer, who does bowl his off spin. He took a couple of wickets against Sri Lanka early in the tournament.
Yeah, but for the moment, the Bangladeshi, they need to tackle Ravi Bishnoi because he's turning his googly like Tobel and Dean did at Sarajevo.
It's the one he does let go. And Bishnoi has got some insurance here because when he does let that one go, he's got this man. There he is on the right of your picture there. He's got him back on the fence, offside for that ball, the wrong one that Bishnoi tends to let go a little bit quicker. So that's his insurance policy right there. And it gives him a little bit of protection when he's bowling it. And now the silly points come out and he's gone backward point to save 1. There we are. That's the man, and it just gives Bishnoi a little bit of insurance that he can, if he does bowl a bad one, he doesn't get punished. 73 for 4. turning out to be the Super League final for the 2020 ICC Under-19 World Cup. India, who were put into bat, had to thank essentially Jaswal for his 88, Tilak Varma 38. 177 all out. Bangladesh bowlers were magnificent. Bangladesh now in reply were 50 for no wicket. Flurry of wickets. All four going to Ravi Bishnoi, and they're now 73 for 4, with Parvez Imon retired hurt. Meanwhile, this is now the first over of the left-arm spinner Atharva Ankolekar, and he's been a real plus for India in this tournament. Ankolekar bowls left-arm spin. He's got that, I think it's a broken finger on his right hand. I think he missed the first 2 games with that broken finger on his right hand. But he's bowled some very telling spells. And he batted with that, got a 55 against Australia.
Well, hasn't got his length right in the first 2 deliveries that he scored. He knows this is a crucial spell. This is where India need to hustle, get those overs through.
Ankolekar was the scourge of the Bangladeshi team in the Asia Cup final last year. He took 5 for 28. Well, that gives Dhruv Jurel no chance down the leg side. He's speared that down the leg side.
I've just got the feeling, looking at the first 3 deliveries that he bowled, that he wasn't getting his length right. He seems to be gripping the ball a little too tight. Drifting down the leg side, quicker one. That's good to see Priyam Garg, the captain, just having a word with Atharva Ankolekar, saying, "Few deep breaths, buddy. We believe in you."
Yeah, that Asia Cup final last year in September, Bangladesh bowled out for 101, chasing 106. Chasing 107 because India were 106, but Ankolekar took 5 for 28. And it's virtually the same team that played in that final. Final in Colombo last year. Akbar Ali looks a study in concentration here. 3 from 13, he's just taken his time. He knows Bangladesh have lots of time here. Having said that, he surveys the vast expanses over mid-wicket and claps Ankolekar for 6. What a good blow that is. 85 for 4.
Out of nowhere, but what a beautiful shot. Just got the front leg out of the way to facilitate the swing of the bat. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Brings the Bangladeshi fans back to their feet. They've made a lot of noise here today in Poch. Well, that came absolutely out of nowhere because Akbar Ali has not hit a shot in anger. He's blocked everything and suddenly pulls out the big sweep drive over mid-wicket. Now then, Sushant Mishra, he's only gone for 10 in 3, but he's been the everywhere express today. He's bowled beamers, wides, full tosses. He's been wayward, and that's putting it mildly. So he really has got to think about his task here. Shamim on strike. Up and over, man underneath it, takes the catch. Jaswal takes a very, very good catch under pressure. And that'll do Mishra a lot of good as well. It wasn't the best ball, but he's got a wicket with it.
Well, he bowled better balls in his career for sure. May not get wickets, but it doesn't matter. This was turning out to be just the foundation of a partnership. 20-run partnership, and was broken at the right time from India's point of view. Jaiswal diving forward, never easy. What a cricketer he is. He's pumped. Hussain goes for 7, Bangladesh 85 for 5.
Bangladesh number 7 bat is Abhishek Das, the all-rounder who took 3 for 40. And India have bowled themselves back into this contest. Sushant Mishra, on another day, that ball could have gone anywhere onto the banks for 6, but he's picked up a wicket. It's a fine catch by Yashasvi Jaiswal. It's Akbar Ali on strike. It's not bad at all. That's decent line, decent length. Here's the wicket.
Short, wide, outside the off stump. But unfortunately for Shamim, found Yashasvi Jaiswal in the deep. Could have hit it anywhere, really. You just wonder if that's the wicket which turns it on for Sushant. As you mentioned earlier, hasn't got his rhythm going in this game. Has been a little wavered. Sometimes you just need that one wicket.
It's been an absolutely thrilling day here for this World Cup final. And both sets of fans have made their presence felt. You know how they're doing. You see the glum looks and the fingernails being bitten. Bangladesh fans going quiet. They were chanting, they were singing when India were bowled out. Short again from Sushant, and it's a wide. Sam Najaski of Australia, Adrian Holstock of South Africa, the two umpires, they've had a lot to do. They've had a lot of talking to do to both teams. He is completely devoid of rhythm, isn't he? went off retired hurt at 25. And here he is looking for a quick single. Hang on. Oops, should I be running? Yes. And then he pulls up again. Jaswell with the throw. Paras Mambre, the head coach of the Indian side. What's he going through here, Moots? He went off.
It'll be painful. He'll be sitting there helpless, just praying that the team stick to their plans and just remain calm, just try to build pressure. He'd be very frustrated with the extras that have been bowled.
Coach of the Indian side.
There's been 16 wides, a total of 26 in extras, but 16 wides, which is just unacceptable. It is really handing your opponent a huge advantage. Tyagi over the whole tournament has just tried to build pressure. 26 runs in wides total. There's been 16 wides, a total of 26 in extras, but 16 wides, which is just
End of the over, 28 bowled, 128 for 6.
Your opponent a huge advantage. Tyagi over the whole tournament has just 26 runs in wides total. There's been 16 wides, a total of 26 in extras, but 16 wides, which is just
End of the over, 28 bowled, 128 for 6.
your opponent a huge advantage. Tyagi over the whole tournament. 26
Bishnoi has bowled 7 overs, 4 for 25.
That's clearly missed the outside edge.
Bishnoi has bowled 7 overs, 4 for 25.
Bowled 6 overs in his first spell from this end and was unplayable. He had the game in the palm of his hands. Took 4 wickets. He then was taken out of the attack, which was a real surprise to me. Because when a bowler has that much control of a game, you've got to let him go. And in my view, he should have bowled 10 straight. Suddenly, the intensity of this game has shifted. With Bishnoi back into the attack, we look like there's a wicket going to fall. Any ball over the past 20 minutes or so, it's been slowly shifting back towards Bangladesh. You've got to let him go. And in my view, he should have bowled 10 straight. Suddenly, the intensity of this game has shifted. With Bishnoi back into the attack.
Bishnoi's also given a bit of coaching now to him on. Tell him, look, it's spinning, it's spinning.
20 minutes
He played a miss here. This is form the trot.
Shifting back
A
towards
little bit of coaching from the bowler.
You've got to let him go. In my view, he should have bowled 10 straight. Suddenly, the intensity of this game has shifted. The other point I want to make about Bishnoi coming out of the attack after 6 overs from this end where he's been deadly is that India have got to understand that this is not going to be a 50 over run chase. The game's either going to be won or lost in the early 40 over range. So you want to make sure your most deadly bowler is bowled out. The other point I want to make
Histrionics, drama, theatre, but no wicket. 128 for 6.
You've got to understand that this is not going to be a 50 over run chase. The game's either going to be won or lost in the early 40
There's a
over
lot
range.
going
So
on out there in the middle.
you want to make sure your most deadly bowler is bowled out.
And Bishnoi can talk all he likes to opposition batsmen. It's not going to get him anyway. Histrionics, drama, theatre, but no wicket. 128 for 6.
This is not going to be a 50-over run chase. Game's either going to be won or lost.
Well, that's not a good sign with the clouds darkening, heading this way. Duckworth-Lewis, stern pass score after 29 overs is 122. Bangladesh are ahead of that. There's 6 runs ahead. All eyes on the encroaching clouds. All eyes as well now on Yashasvi Jaswal, who comes in for the 30th over to bowl his occasional leg spin. This could be a Midas touch from Priyam Garg, or it might backfire. Knowing Jaswal, who knows? Jaswal, he's had the Midas touch all the way through this tournament with the bat. What can he do with the ball? All eyes on the encroaching clouds. All eyes as well now on Yashasvi Jaswal. What do you think of this move? Comes in for the 30th
brave.
over to bowl this occasional
Very
leg
brave.
spin.
And because of this potential weather, you can't assume that it's going to rain, but if I was India, I'd be doing my best to take wickets and contain this pair to try to get ahead of Duckworth-Lewis, knowing that the game may not go the full journey. I think bringing on a part-time bowler is a real gamble. Brave. Very brave.
Priyam Garg, the
Because of this
young
potential weather, you
captain
can't
from
assume that
Uttar
it's going to
Pradesh.
rain, but
His
if I was
vice-captain Dhruv
India, I'd be
Jurel
doing
is
my
also
best to take
from
wickets
Uttar
and
Pradesh. Both of them
contain this
commanding
pair to try to get ahead of
operations out there for India.
Lewis, knowing that the game may not go the
They
full
take
journey.
a wicket, of course. It puts
I
the
think
DLS
Bringing on
score
a part-time
back.
bowler is a real gamble.
He is a genuine spinner of the ball, Jaswal. He just does bowl the orthodox leg spinner, unlike, oh, here's another run. It's an overthrow. That's sloppy from India. Bangladesh will capitalise. Both of them commanding operations out there for India.
He's very different. He'll spin his leg break more than what Bishnoi does. Can't afford to be throwing runs away at this stage.
Just does bowl the orthodox leg spinner, unlike, oh, here's another run. It's an overthrow. That's sloppy from India. Bangladesh will capitalise. Tyagi's bowled 7, Sushant 6, Akash Singh has bowled 6, Bishnoi's 8. Ankolekar's only bowled 2 overs. Ankolekar 2 overs of left-arm spin.
Can't afford to be throwing runs away at this stage.
That's just a push down the ground for 1. Bangladesh need 46 to win. 20 overs after this. Tyagi's bowled 7, Sushant 6, Akash Singh has bowled 6, Bishnoi's 8. Ankolekar's only bowled 2 overs. Some ferocious thunderstorms over the region in the last 3 or 4 days. 2 matches abandoned on the east of Johannesburg. We're southwest of Johannesburg here, some 120 kilometres. 6 to win. 20 overs after this. Oh, that nearly got through. Everyone's living every ball here. Ferocious thunderstorms over the region in the last 3 or 4 days. 2 matches abandoned on the east of Johannesburg. We're southwest of Johannesburg here. Some 120 kilometres. Oh, he chips it. He doesn't get hold of it, but he gets enough bat on it. This will go for 4. 8 from the over. 136 for 6. Everyone's living every ball here. Chips it. He doesn't get hold of it, but he gets enough bat on it. This will go for 4. 8 from the over. 136 for 6.
Well, in the distance, it's clearly raining, but there's no guarantee that that's heading this way. It may have slipped down the side of us, and we certainly hope so, because we've got a thrilling final innings story. It's been nip and tuck all the way through, so it's one each plus a draw at this stage, and that's a fair reflection of where this contest lies right now. In the distance, it's clearly raining, but there's no guarantee that that's heading this way. It may have slipped down the side of us, and we certainly hope so, because we've got a thrilling final innings story. It's been nip and tuck all the way through, so it's one each plus a draw at this stage, and that's a fair reflection of where this contest lies right now. In the distance, it's clearly raining, but there's no guarantee that that's heading this way. It may have slipped down the side of us, and we certainly whether it's a torn hamstring, we haven't had confirmation, but innings story, it's been nip and tuck all the way through, so it's one each plus a draw at this. Clearly in trouble. A fair reflection of where this contest lies right now. In the distance, it's clearly raining, but there's no guarantee. From Bishnoi, and Emon just getting back and across, waiting for a point, playing it late and opening the face. It's a risky shot with a slip there, but I'll tell you what, he'll take the 4. Down to 38 required.
Well, he's been at the receiving end of a lot of stares and appeals from India.
Just getting back and across.
Every time he reaches forward, it's a stretch on those thighs, and he is struggling. But he's playing a magnificent knock here for his country.
9 balls left. That's from Bishnoi. 9 balls left. That's what they've got to be thinking. Of keeping him out for 9 balls.
Of a lot of stares and appeals from India.
8 balls.
Every time he reaches forward,
That's exactly what I'd be thinking if I was coaching in the dugout. I'd be just inside. I wouldn't be making that known to the players, but I'd be counting them down. How many balls he's got left, because he is the major threat, and he has been that throughout the afternoon. Keeping him out for 9 balls. 8 balls.
He'll take the single. He'll hobble up the pitch for that single. He went retired hurt when he was 25.
How many balls he's got left, because
He's going back in his crease to play this late, and here he is, hobbles up the pitch for a single, and he's now 46 from 74. He'll take the single. He'll hobble up the pitch for that single. Oh, the wrong, and then it spins viciously, but it doesn't take a wicket. 141 for 6. He's going back in his crease to play this late, and here he is, hobbles up the pitch for a single.
Again, just getting caught on the crease. I just don't understand why they're not. This is the right-handers. Why aren't they getting forward? It's to smother the wrong and get your leg outside the line of off stump.
Viciously, but it doesn't take a wicket. 141 for 6. He's going back in his crease to play this late. Bangladesh 141 for 6. They require another 37 runs. They've got 19 overs potentially. I say potentially because the cloud cover has changed here around the ground and everyone is tense. Here's Jaswal, second over. He went for 8 in his first. This is a Bangladesh 141 for 6. They require another 37 runs. They've got 19 overs potentially. I say potentially because it's a bit of a throw of the dice by cover has changed here around the ground and everyone is the final. This has been Jaswal, second over. It's been absolutely relentless in its intensity. For 8 in his first. This is a
Garg has clearly lost confidence in Atavia. Of the 2 over 17, yes, he's had a poor start, but you've got to back your best resources, and he's one of them.
He also took 5 for 28 in the Asia Cup final. Spins, but it's wide and short. Unkoleko took 5 for 28 against Bangladesh last September in Colombo.
Garg has clearly lost confidence in
He's picked up 5 for 19 here against South Africa on this ground, and 4 for 20 and a hat-trick against Scotland. And yet today, he's only bowled 2 overs. He also took 5 for 28 in the Asia Cup final. Spins, but it's wide and short. Unkoleko took 5 for 28 against Bangladesh last September in Colombo. Jaswal's doing a grand job here. He's picked up 5 for 19. The leading run scorer in the tournament. He's India's main batsman, and here he is. He's a gun fielder, and he's contributing now with the ball. He's always in the game. 35 required. All the time in the world for Bangladesh. Jaswal's doing a grand job here. He's picked up 5 for 9. The leading run scorer in the tournament. He's India's main batsman, and here he is. He's a gun fielder, and he's contributing now with the ball. He's always in the game. With on offer, Jaswal provides that Midas touch. This time with the ball, and he's removed Imon, and is at the end of Bangladesh's hopes. Not yet, but they've removed the danger man.
Imon cannot believe it. He was stationary in the crease after this shot, chasing a wide delivery to drive it, just hitting it up his sleeve. Akash Singh taking pretty straightforward catch at extra cover.
Bangladesh's hopes. Not yet, but they've removed the danger man.
A massive breakthrough for India. Believe it. He was stationary in the crease. Imon goes for 47. It's 143 for 7. Just hitting it up in sleeve. Akash Singh taking pretty straightforward catch at extra cover.
Bangladesh's hopes. Not yet, but they've removed. So Parvez Hossain Imon, 47. It was a brave innings from him. It brings in Rakibul Hassan. He's just 17 years of age, and looks a great prospect for Bangladesh, certainly with the ball as a left-arm spinner. What can he provide with the bat? You cannot keep Yashasvi Jaswal out of the game. If he's not scoring runs, if he's not taking catches, he's now taking wickets. And that's a wonderful effort by Parvez Hossain Imon for Bangladesh, struggling with what looks to be a hamstring. But he's gone for 47. So 35 required. Tyagi now has been brought back into India's attack. Akbar Ali, Bangladesh's captain. All eyes on him now. Tyagi. 7 overs, none for 31. If he gets it in the right area, he'll make life very difficult for Akbar and Rakibul.
Well, the gamble paid off. The dismissal of Imon was a significant blow for Bangladesh. Jaswal was throwing the ball. We were questioning it. His first over went for 8. We thought it was a gamble. It was a gamble, but the gamble paid off. He removed the dangerous opener who was set in the crease. And that's the challenge you have as a captain. You've got to go with your gut feel, and if you just feel that someone can do something special or take a wicket, you've got to run with your gut and go with that instinct. It's exactly what Garg did, and it's paid off. part-time bowler comes on, batsman just relaxes a little bit and plays a little bit loose. Loosely. And the opportunity presents.
I'm not sure what the problem is here. I think it's that's right. The black covering has to come out from the bowler's end when obviously when the bowler's on from that end. So Akbar Ali tells you he's got his wits about him. He's concentrating here. Product of the BKSP, the Bangladesh Sports Institute. Akbar Ali. And he's been stoical in defence. He's kept out India's bowlers here.
Tossed up wide.